3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Welcome back.
Do you like our outfits?
Did you notice even?
I don't even care.
They didn't notice. I don't care either. To another episode of
Shrink, say it with me, Shorties. Thanks for tuning in.
We love it.
Spit
machine.
Huh.
We're back with a theme.
Yep.
We're talking about the siblings.
And wait!
Oh.
You're gonna guess what it is. Just kidding. It's the what?
Siblings.
Sibling
time.
Yeah. Bunch of weirdos.
Bunch of fucking weirdos. Well, let's get into it.
Oh shit. We're boring ourselves.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay.
Here we go.
Let's get into it.
Am I taking it away? Do you want to take it away?
I can take it away.
I feel like I always start first.
Yeah, it's also because you have 2 stories always.
Okay, let me do mine one. You have one right now?
I only have one, yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for causing my siblings to lose a massive amount of money when they need it most? This is a messy situation all around. Sometimes I feel like my actions are justified, while other times I feel like I'm just plain wrong. My brothers, sisters, and I do not have a great relationship. We're all low to no contact with each other. I have a great job that pays very well while they're barely making minimum wage or living with their spouses. During our parents' last years, I was the only one in the position to help them. I paid for whatever care they needed and made sure that they were comfortable. My siblings sometimes visited our parents, but none contributed to their care. I also paid the taxes and maintenance on their house. We never discussed the wills beyond. When my dad passed, he left everything to our mom. When she passed, I was shocked. I thought the estate would be divided equally between the children, but instead, the bulk of the estate was left to my siblings. My portion was a minority, 5% ownership in their house. Mom wrote letters to all of us and in her letter to me, she thanked me for taking care of her and explained that she left me with so little because I really didn't need it, while my siblings all needed the help. The shock turned into her as I did more for my parents than anyone else. My siblings immediately wanted to sell the house to cash out. I don't know the market value, but the tax value is about $750,000. My siblings are begging me to agree to sell or buy them out because they can't afford their portion of the taxes and maintenance, and they can't afford to buy me out. I've done fine before the measly inheritance, so I won't miss it. On the other hand, my siblings want to move out of their apartments or pay for their kids' braces or some other sappy excuses. One even said his wife's car is dying and they can't really afford a new one. My wife understands my hurt, but she said I'm taking it too far. My siblings alternate between begging me and cussing me out. Should I keep the house or sell it?
Right. Okay, what do you think?
Yeah. He's obviously upset that he was only left 5%. He feels like he did everything for the parents. If it's not gonna hurt him to sell, and if he doesn't need the money and they do, then maybe, you should just get rid of it.
Yeah, I get that.
You're gonna have them in your ear anyways, and if you don't
shut it down. Well, I feel like you're just wanting to argue just to argue because you guys don't have a good relationship, but some battles just aren't worth it to me personally. Like, if this is gonna get them to shut up, like,
people get real weird over money though.
The only other thing I was gonna say is if the house holds any sentimental value to him, that might be a little bit different.
Yeah.
I don't think he mentioned that though, right? That's not really the main reason.
There are 2 edits.
Okay.
It says it's not about the money. If my mom left me the entire estate, it still wouldn't be enough to cover the cost of what I spent on their healthcare, groceries, funeral costs, and not to mention all of the bills related to the house. I spent that money with the full understanding that none of it was coming back because they were my parents. But it hurts. The hurt comes from the nominal amount. And then he says, my end game. On good days, I don't know what my end game is. On bad days, I'm willing to go scorch earth and let the city auction off the house for unpaid taxes. Obviously, it's not about the money. He's just butthurt.
Yeah, over what he's done and they haven't done, technically.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, that's not really your sibling's fault.
Yes.
The parents had the power to...
That's kind of what I was going to say. There's a reason, like, they made these decisions, and maybe because they knew that you would be okay, which isn't fair, and that's not a nice feeling, but...
Yeah.
If they know the other siblings need the money more, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah. Do you think he's the asshole?
I wish we knew why they didn't get along. Like, I want to know kind of what the reason is.
Yeah.
That they kind of all don't really speak. I think that might make a difference, because if they're all fucking assholes, then no, he's not the asshole. But if they all just kind of grew apart and he's just being, like, petty over something stupid, then...
I'm going to make an assumption here.
Okay.
And say... So he says, I have a great job, or this person says, I have a great job that pays very well while they're barely making minimum wage or living off their spouses.
So you think it's that he makes money and they don't?
I think that it could potentially be the fact that he thinks he's better than them.
Yeah.
That they are maybe... Who knows if they all don't talk.
Yeah.
He says, my brother, sisters, and I do not have a relationship. We're all low contact with each other. So... I guess maybe they just don't like each other. But again, 5%, what is 5% of?
Yeah.
Of $750 plus the you're not getting asking price if your roof is rotting, and you're also paying the seller. There's a
lot of fees, yeah.
And buyer fees. So it sounds like even if each of them got, $90,000.
Yeah.
Or $80,000. You obviously wouldn't be getting that. You'd be getting 20 or 10. Take the money and go. Like, just move on with your life. Yeah. If you don't care about the money, you're just holding on to it. You don't care about
the house. You don't, like...
Ew, why do you want that energy in your body and around you?
Okay, my turn?
Yeah.
Mine's, like, a little out there. And mine is actually, like, an advice type of one.
Okay.
It's not, like, an Am I the Asshole? But it goes... I just found really inappropriate and disturbing pictures of myself on my brother's phone. I asked my older brother to send me some pictures from a recent family trip we had. He was gaming and told me just to go through his camera roll and send them to himself. I accidentally scrolled to the bottom of his album page and noticed he had thousands of pictures in the hidden section. I don't know what morbid curiosity got the best of me or why I decided to click it, but I did. I kept scrolling, and I now know what people mean when they say their blood runs cold. They were all pictures of me. From my quick, maybe 2-minute scroll, I didn't see any pictures with my face included, but I can tell it's my body, clothes, and our house in the background. I recognize pictures of my bed, his bed, the couch, the floor, a car. I'm dressed up in most of the pictures, and thinking back, I remember a couple of outfits from nights I've gone out. The pictures are close-ups of my body parts, my butt, my underwear, under my skirt, my top pulled down with my bra out, etc. Some were full body shots with only my face cropped out. I saw a couple wear their hands suggestively on my body in pictures. After scrolling, I quickly put his phone back and acted like nothing happened. Now my brain is running 1,000,000 miles a second, and I have no idea what to do or think. I'm not sure I can tell my family or him. What do I do?
That is weird. This is her full brother?
Yeah. She does put an edit in that she's not really good with alcohol or mixing substances, and that she's assuming a lot of these pictures were from nights that she'd gotten way too drunk and passed out. She said, I do go out pretty often with my friends to drink, and a lot of the time I get way too drunk too fast and get sick, I black out or pass out. Sometimes I don't even remember how I've gotten home, but figured my friends always made sure I made it. My brother has also picked me up a few times from these nights out.
Oh, I don't like that.
I know.
Would you say something to him?
Yes. Would.
I'd be sending the proof to myself.
Yeah, you need to make sure you have your fucking proof. I wouldn't let go of the phone. I'd keep the phone on me and I'd fucking run to my fucking parents and say, tell me what you guys are going to do. She's 19.
How old's he?
I don't know.
Did it say 20?
But he's obviously older than her. She'd also mentioned that, like, because she's not legal drinking age, I'm assuming they're in the States, he's bought her alcohol, which she's like, makes me even more sick.
Ugh.
Clearly also she, like, needs to be chilling and, like, on the substances if she's fucking passing out everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is not the problem. That's not the problem.
No.
Fucking brother. Don't get it fucking twisted.
But just for your own safety anyways, and just to avoid any seriously scary things and awful things happening to you, yeah.
What would you do?
Fuck.
I know. Literally.
I don't know. I would be... I don't know how the parents are. Like, are the parents going to be, like, freaking out? Are they going to say something to her? Do they know she's drinking? Is that going to be something that's used against her? I would definitely take the phone. I'd send the photos or screenshot something.
Yeah.
Or, when you first read the story, I was thinking he was just taking photos that, like, maybe he was in or other people were in and then, like, zooming into them.
Yeah.
She's saying, like, there's photos of her when she's not even awake or conscious. Yeah. That's even scarier.
Yeah. And then you're cropping out my face because you know I'm passed out, like...
Oh, I don't like that. I would be... Honestly, I don't even know... I would be going to the parents, but I'd be saying I'm going to the... police. That's such a young age though. Like, what do you do at that age? Like 19, like you're an adult, yeah, but that you're still so young and impressionable and your brain,
like, you don't confused. Know what to do. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I really don't.
That's awful.
And it depends, like you said, like, are her parents like the supportive type? Like, some parents, like, you know, like, you don't know what type of parents this girl has.
What does the top comment say?
The comments are basically just saying, like, the first comment is...
He needs to move out.
Regardless of how you choose to handle the situation, I think it's incredibly important you are no longer intoxicated around your brother. If you plan on going out, make plans to stay over at your friend's place. This is terrible. I'm incredibly sorry. Da-da-da-da-da. Someone said... a lot of people are getting upset that they're telling her not to drink, but everyone's saying that that's not the problem, obviously. Being drunk is not wrong. Being violated is.
Yeah.
He should be reprimanded about his actions, not her.
I just think it's like as a precautionary for you. I don't think that it's just... And I was actually, before you read that, I was going to say it's not... I don't think, you know, you need to have alcohol to have fun. And I think, you know, you are underage in your state or your country, whatever, sorry.
Yeah.
But you are an adult.
Yeah.
Legally. Regardless of what the alcohol age is, an adult is 19.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but what 19-year-old isn't drinking really here or there or sometime?
And I feel like when you're 19 is kind of when you are getting, like... Yeah. Like, you're learning your tolerances, you're mixing drinks, you're...
Yeah.
Like, I think that's when a lot of people are sloppy and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I don't think, like, some people are like, you might have, like, an addiction to substance abuse. Like...
That's not even the issue, though, right now.
I know. People on, like, that's not the issue at all. But I don't think that's leaning towards a substance abuse. I think that's just a young girl figuring out liquor.
Living her life and...
Everyone's just kind of saying, try to steal the phone if you can. Get as much hardcore evidence. Make sure, like, tell your parents if you feel safe. Try to sneak in his phone.
It's just weird that she went through it and that was what was there.
What are the chances?
Yeah.
What the fuck are the chances? I remember a fucked up story. This is the most fucked up story. It was a TikTok story, actually. And it was this girl and her family were watching old home videos. Like, really old home videos. Like, they were just, like, together, the whole family on the couch. And, like, they put one tape in. And it was her dad molesting her, like, when she was, like, a newborn. Fucked. The whole family's sitting there fucking watching it. I need to find this TikTok. This was like
They didn't know?
No.
Well, obviously the dad knew.
Nobody knew except for the dad.
The mom didn't know?
No, Morgan. Nobody knew. And that's how she found out. She's seen herself as literally a child, and she was like a grown woman. She was like fucking 20, 25. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think it was her and her siblings who were watching the films.
I think I'd actually
And they were going through all these tapes, and they found it. Like, literally, she was an infant.
I would actually throw up faint. I don't know.
Your whole life would be fucked.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that would fuck you up for the rest of your fucking life. Like, it's just... Like, to not know, to be at an age so young that you just didn't know, and then to grow up, like, that being your father who you love. Like, you know what I mean? But in that situation, she was talking about what her mom did, and she was like, my mom divorced that man the next fucking day. Like, it was done.
Good.
Like, it was like their shit was fucking packed, and they were out the door. Like, she was like, I couldn't have had a better support system. She said, actually, her brothers wanted to kill the dad. Like, literally, like... So, like, it was bad.
What happened to him?
I don't know, but she was, like, just having the support system she did with her family is, like, so
what
important.
Got her through it, yeah.
Yeah. Like, no one tried to, some families everyone tries to protect, like...
Oh.
They were, like, absolutely fucking not, like...
This is a heavy one.
I know, sorry. I literally remember hearing her TikTok story and, like, my heart being, like, literally dropping in my chest. I was like, what the fuck? It's also just scary not to, like, be whatever. It's like, you might not know what's happened to you as a child.
Yeah.
Like, think about how many people who, like, don't know and who have this trauma or this whatever that hasn't been sorted or released because they genuinely don't know what's happened to them. But yeah, I don't know. Very, very scary. Just like this girl, she didn't know that this was happening to her.
Don't love that.
With her whole brother, they were just on a family vacation. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Ugh,
okay,
yucky.
your turn.
Am I the asshole for telling my sister she's an idiot if she thought her actions at her wedding wouldn't have consequences? Quick backstory. My bio dad died when I was young, and my mom remarried when my sister was 8 and I was 10. We are now in our late 20s. Stepdad focused a lot of his time providing for us, so I never got close to him, but I am grateful for him. I am engaged, and my sister is going to get married in about a month. My wedding will be in a year. Both of us are close to our mom, though. My sister, who I will call Noelle, fucked up in my opinion. At first I was on her side, but now I just feel bad for my stepdad. Noelle isn't going to have him walk her down the aisle to give her away. I understand this is her decision, and when that came out, I helped my mom and stepdad understand that it was her choice. The turning point happened last week when she told us that he would not be sitting at the family table. When asked why, she made it clear that he wasn't family to her. Again, her right, but damn, he is the reason we had such a good childhood and are debt free. He paid for college and worked a ton. I knew this would result in them not going to the wedding, and they informed my sister. She called me upset and was ranting about how it was her wedding and that she was being abandoned. I had enough, and I told her that she is an idiot if she didn't think her actions would have consequences. She called me a jerk and hung up. I am unsure if I am a jerk, and I feel guilty since I am now closer to my parents, since I promised he could walk me down at my wedding. Am I the asshole?
What a fucking weird sister.
Weird.
What happened?
Something is obviously, we're missing something, for one.
You've got to be missing something.
Or this child, this sister, she was younger. She's 8. She was 8 when they got married, and the one writing in was 10. Okay. You obviously have some childhood traumas resulting in
But that are just coming out now that there's a wedding happening. Like, there was no other precursors that, like...
I don't know.
That's very fucking weird. I also think, sorry, but a man coming in your life at 8...
You think it's weird?
No, I'm, like, that's your dad.
Yeah.
Like,
You're in your late 20s now.
Yeah, like, that man has been, like...
And he paid for your college fund.
I'm sorry. That's, yeah, I don't know.
Having him not walk you down the aisle is one thing. Having him not sit at the family table is a whole other.
This is weird.
This is your mother's partner, and has been your mother's partner since you were a kid.
A child.
That man has raised you.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It doesn't actually even make sense.
No.
Like, if the mom just started dating someone a year ago, like, who she's bringing would be at the table. No? Do you not, like, that's how I, like...
Even if it was the family table? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
agree. That's her guest. Where's he sitting? What? No?
No, I agree. I think, like, a couple months, it's a little too soon. I think, like, a year or two.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think...
Somebody who's raised you, though, as a father,
that doesn't make,
that's
that
insane.
story doesn't make sense. What are the comments? Is there an edit at all?
Not at all. No. I think you know you're not the asshole, but I'm confused by this, honestly.
Yeah.
Did your sister ever express that she didn't consider your stepdad family before? It seems like it was out of nowhere. And then the OP writes, not really. She has always idolized our dead dad and was upset when she hit a milestone and he couldn't be there. We both didn't have close relationships, but that was due to him working like 60 hours a week to provide. OP writes in a lot. Next comment says, she'll have to live with the consequences of her choices, I guess. I can understand opting to not have him walk her down the aisle, but excluding him from the family table altogether is way out of line. OP says, yeah, I understood not walking her down the aisle, but the table was basically a fuck you to him.
Literally.
I sadly think the damage has been done, and even if she retracts what she said, it can't really undo it. The plate is broken, and duct tape won't fix it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's why I get not having your dad there, like, obviously.
But you're
man's
lucky
not
enough.
A fucking stranger. Yeah, you had someone who, again, maybe he wasn't there to fully raise you and do, like, but he was still around. He's been with your mom this long. Like, he's, like OP said, made us have a great childhood. And sometimes, you know, you don't need things. Like, having someone there is more important. But the man still did.
Yeah,
you know
but he was working to provide for you.
Yeah.
And it's not like, it sounds like your mom was there. You guys were close to her, so.
Yeah.
That's
very
strange.
Weird and very strange. And I actually feel really bad for the stepdad.
Me too.
Like, knowing that he had sacrificed so much. And it's like, dude, I fucking raised you.
Yeah, that would hurt.
For sure.
Sister, you're an asshole. And
huge. Probably
your mom and him aren't coming to the wedding now. And I think it's true. I don't
blame them.
What the sister said, like, now, even if
you can't come back from that.
No.
And
unless you sat down and had a conversation and said, like, I'm hurting because of my dad not being around and I'm putting that on you and I shouldn't be doing that, and there's an apology.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem like it's gonna happen.
No, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Wild.
I know.
Well. Another one in the books, folks.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks. Like, subscribe, share, comment, review.
And watch again.
And watch it again. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.